represent the LAX here?
Representing American Extremes, and a scene of Impact Wrestling as Angel Rules, she is Taya.
My goodness gracious, what a coup for SWF Live Pro Wrestling to get a star that counts.
The future legend herself as seen on Impact Wrestling as Mariposa.
Well, I certainly won't disagree with her own self-assessment for years.
Absolutely fashionable fashion.
Fashionable fashion.
That was a beautiful coat that she was wearing.
That is one of the most beautiful entrance robes I have ever seen in my life, Eric Corbus, and I may wear it in my dreams.
Taya representing AAA and Lucha Underground. You see her, she is no stranger to championship gold, Colin.
And can we talk about the level of high wattage star power? Not just Taya, not just Cheerleader Melissa, but Angel Rose is the referee. My goodness, we are underway. 3 of the biggest stars in wrestling. Forget women's wrestling, in wrestling. In the squared circle right now at SWF Roll the Dice. Taya and Cheerleader Melissa about to lock it up.
Like I was saying before, I don't know if Rose is going to be able to call this right down the middle. The LAX are not known for necessarily following any guidelines or protocol, Colin.
That's true, but what bone would she have to pick with either woman in this matchup?
Once again, Lucha Libre being represented proudly here at SWF. Cheerleader Melissa and Taya holding championships all over the world, being the flag bearers of women's wrestling as Cheerleader Melissa just grabs Taya's hair and sends her down to the mat.
It's the battle of the butt shakes. Who do you think won, Eric? I thought it was a draw. As now Taya backs Cheerleader Melissa into the corner. Look at that.
Just unloading those forearms right into the jaw of Cheerleader Melissa.
No absence of malice early on here. Feels her out of the corner by her hair, Eric. Ugh.
Hey man, they have long hair, they can use it. As she body slams Taya right to the mat, hits the ropes and drops an elbow right on the solar plexus.
1, 2, and Melissa gets a 2 count. Taya powering out.
Melissa also didn't hook the leg there. That was a little bit of a nonchalant cover.
And this is when we talk in an overarching sense about the women's revolution. Give women a chance. It doesn't just apply to one promotion. And SWF has committed itself, Eric, to spotlighting and featuring the very best women in the world of professional wrestling. And you're seeing 3 of them right here. 2 competitors and referee.
Taya and Cheerleader Melissa proving why they are considered two of the best women's wrestling performers on the planet today as Taya just unloads Melissa's face onto that top turnbuckle.
My goodness. I was not expecting, and I don't know why, I was expecting a little bit more of a technical feeling out process. These two women came to fight one another.
When you are the only women's match on a professional wrestling card, you're going to go out there and show you got what it takes.
Oh, big drop kick. Sit out drop kick by Cheerleader Melissa into the cover. 1, 2, and just a count of 2 from LAX's Angel Rose. Cheerleader Melissa, but Taya gets out of the way. Boot scrape to the side of the head, and now, oh, what a neck breaker. That is a game changer.
Did you see the way her cervical spine just torqued backwards? Your neck is not supposed to bend that way, Colin.
Indeed not. Into the cover.
Ooh. Only a 1 count with that pinfall attempt by Taya to Cheerleader Melissa. And this crowd seems like they're getting behind Cheerleader Melissa.
They certainly are. I think they're just getting behind great wrestling, Eric. This crowd very evenly split between these two very evenly matched athletes.
But that's the thing, Colin, like you were saying before, you thought it was going to be a little bit more technical, but here's the thing, when you are the only women's match on a when you are the only women's match on a card, it is your responsibility to keep the momentum of women's wrestling all over the world going, and it's on their shoulders to keep the respect for women's shoulders
and now
women's wrestling.
Cheerleader Melissa takes the back, rolls through 2, no, and a bit of the first dissension involving referee Angel Rose in this contest. Angel Rose and Taya having words that led to that pinning predicament for Cheerleader Melissa. Is that something that we need to keep an eye on between Angel and Taya?
That's the thing. The only person in a wrestling building that you don't want to mess with is the referee. That is the person who decides the outcomes of the match. Why would you want to get under their skin and make an enemy of them?
You know, I'm not really sure myself, but sometimes you've been there. You're a 16-year veteran of professional wrestling, Eric Cordes. Sometimes your emotions just get the best of you in there.
And that's when mistakes happen, Colin. Oh, here we go! Air raid crash!
No, reversed by Taya! And a 3 count! Wow, a reversal! What a clever reversal of the air raid crash!
We've seen Cheerleader Melissa win countless championships with that very air raid crash, and Taya able to reverse it at the last possible second with that sunset flip roll through. And as she walks away with the victory, may she be worse for wear? I see her clutching at her arm.
This is an unfortunate development. Very unfortunate development for the victor here, Taya. And Cheerleader Melissa, wonderful sportsmanship. Absolutely wonderful sportsmanship. Checking on the woman who just pinned her. Be that as it may. Tremendous matchup, Eric Cordes. What a display of world-class women's professional wrestling.
But first, I'd like to announce our special enforcer, the One. baby. The big dog, Rhett, Taya.
Woof woof, Colin, woof woof.
I did see the girl he came in here with. Woof woof indeed.
Hey, you better watch your ass, alright?
I've never understood that saying. It's really hard to watch your own ass.
You gotta work on your flexibility. You gotta do your DDP yoga.
Oh. Well, the Wild Hog calling for sportsmanship. I was not aware that the Wild Hog believed in sportsmanship. I always thought the Wild Hog believed in things like rooting for truffles and peeing where you eat.
Well, here's the thing. Right now, the Wild Hog is going to be the special guest ringside enforcer for this singles contest, pitting Rhett Titus, the big dog, against Grizzly Redwood, the not-so-big lumberjack.
So a dog, a hog, and a redwood walked into St. Joseph's Hotel.
Oh, St. Joseph's.
Oh, St. Joseph's. Now, I can't help but think that Rhett Titus's comments may have skewed the Wild Hog slightly in the favor of Grizzly Redwood, who is slightly smaller than a redwood, but you cannot make up for the amount of man that man is. Grizzly Redwood is all kinds of lumberjack.
He's lumberjacked.
Yes, he is.
And Rhett Titus and Grizzly Redwood go back to the beginning of their careers, starting out at the Ring of Honor Pro Wrestling Academy in a class together. Kyle. They have come up since day one. They've been friends, they've been enemies, but tonight in Atlantic City, it seems like it's the latter.
Did he? Oh, right on the thigh. But I'll tell you what, you don't think it's any coincidence, do you, Eric, that the big dog is wearing his ROH gear, maybe just to rub it in on Grizzly Redwood a little bit, don't you think?
Hey, Grizzly Redwood has quite a pedigree of his own. He is a former tag team partner of Brody Lee, now known as Luke Harper.
Wow, over the back.
Grizzly rolls through and takes a left jab right to the eye socket.
My goodness.
Can't chop down a tree if you can't see.
Oh, look at this! Innovative offense from Grizzly. Oh, beautiful roll through and a 2 count.
Grizzly Redwood with that Oklahoma roll, almost shocking Rhett Titus with a 3 count. Looks like Rhett Titus is trying to get his composure back. Press the reset button.
And can you feel it? Well, oh, the Wild Hog has had enough. Rolls in Rhett Titus, and that's what he's the enforcer for. Wait a minute. Roll up by Grizzly. 2. No. Now Grizzly ducks the line, ducks the back elbow, ducks through the legs. Oh, but not that time. Big lariat from the big dog. Is that how he says it? Dog? And then he puts his arms out and he goes D-Lo Brown on you, like that's what he does. A little thing.
What was that noise? Oh, it doesn't matter. It sounds like Grizzly Redwood just made that noise after Rhett Titus delivered that knee right to the sternum of Grizzly Redwood, and with a Rick Steiner-esque dog leg lift.
I don't know what sound dogs makes. Dogs make. I'm like the Arrested Development crew with chicken noises. I don't know.
Oh! The chop echoing throughout St. Joseph's Hotel and Resort.
A big kick. Now Grizzly ducks the line. Kick to the gut. Hooks him. No way. There's no way. Reversal. And a big throw.
The big dog taking down Grizzly Redwood in complete control of this match right now, taking Grizzly Redwood to the doghouse.
And this is just one of those examples, Eric Corvus, where as much as the crowd here in Atlantic City might want the feel-good story, the happy ending, and they all lived happily ever after, sometimes a guy's just physically dominant. Sometimes an athlete is just physically superior to another athlete. And all due respect to the fighting spirit of Grizzly Redwood, who I love as a performer and an athlete and a wrestler, this is just a little bit too much Rhett Titus.
Well, Rhett Titus knows Grizzly Redwood pretty much better than anyone, but Redwood also knows Rhett Titus. They have been exposing each other's weaknesses, but right now is Rhett's moment with that delayed vertical suplex.
Oh, wait a minute, he's turned it into a guillotine, into a sleeper.
And that's where Grizzly Redwood's size works to his favor. He's so wily.
Look at him off the second, right back to the sleeper hold. Referee right in position.
And Rhett Titus wondering where his dogs are at. Where his dogs at?
This crowd chanting for Rhett Titus to go to sleep.
Whoa.
No,
grab him by the beard. He has him by the beard collar.
Oh, that is a hair malfunction. Oh! Like him or not, he is not a pleasant gentleman, but he has one of the prettiest drop kicks in professional wrestling. Rhett Titus with a 2 count.
It's like he delivered that drop kick direct. 1, 2, like he delivered that drop kick directly to the ear with precision.
Well, oh no, wait! And the Wild Hog saw Rhett Titus's feet on the ropes and broke up that pinfall combination.
Well, who wins between a fight between a Wild Hog and a big dog?
And a tree. And a grizzly tree.
He cuts the trees down, so he's better than a tree. But dogs pee on trees. It goes in circles. And Grizzly Redwood's brain might be going in circles and seeing stars after that kick.
Oh, pick him up, go for the sidewalk slam, but he reversed. Now he keeps controlling that left arm, almost like a standing, what would you call him? It's a standing rings of Saturn.
It's like
a Black Widow.
It's like a hybrid between an abdominal stretch and an octopus stretch.
Wow.
Look at the way that Grizzly's right leg is just hooked behind the ankle of Rhett Titus, giving him so much leverage.
Oh, but the weight advantage and the strength advantage of Titus turns it into a backbreaker. But I'm so impressed with the resilience and the caginess of Grizzly Redwood, but there's no way to cage your way out of that. A standing frog splash, 2, and no. Oh! I thought that was all for a second.
And what an impressive way to capitalize on that gut-wrench takedown, then with that standing frog splash. Grizzly Redwood looks like he's having trouble breathing right now.
And ladies and gentlemen, lest you forget, right after this matchup, which could go on for hours, who knows, Alberto El Patron takes on Penta El Cerro Mierdo in our main event. And this one might be over in a matter of moments. Wait a minute. Oh! Did you see that? Grizzly Redwood used his bare foot to propel himself off the top rope and turn that high cross razor's edge into a head scissors.
And he's staying right on top. Rev up the engines for Grizzly Redwood's tractor.
I mean, I'm okay with it. Are you okay with it?
I'm all right. I'd give it a C, like a C minus.
I give it a G for Grizzly Redwood.
And Redwood rolling back into the ring as the referee applies this 10 count. We're almost there, and Rhett gets in at the last second.
I don't know, according to the fans, he reached a 10 count 9
By
times.
his strong cradle.
Wow!
1, 2.
No!
That cradle was really tight.
It really was. Well, when the guy putting it on has got this body structure. Look at you really look at the muscle tone and the strength packed into such a small frame. It can cause problems for opponents like Rhett Titus. You see it again there. Can maneuver in smaller situations. And another head scissors takeover sends Titus into the buckle.
Redwood hopping up to the second, turns around and that's Tornado DDT!
Beautiful!
That might be it, Colin! 1, 2! Oh, he got his hand right on the rope.
Did.
Great ring awareness by the big dog.
And the fans don't like it, but the referee right on top of things. It's the right call.
D-A-W-G, dog.
by Rhett Titus. That deadlift was something to behold. Oh, and he eats defeat.
Popping up again.
Oh, but caught by Titus.
It's that size and strength.
And is this the end? Up, down.
The dog's strongest slam.
Wow, I like it. And that's gotta be it.
Oh! That could not have been any closer, Colin. I was ready to call it.
Wow. A big time effort from Grizzly Redwood in this contest. And Eric, you gotta wonder if some of that self-doubt is starting to creep into the mind of Rhett Titus.
Well, the one thing that Grizzly Redwood doesn't have in himself is doubt, and that is why he's able to keep this fight alive.
Sure, but this might be, close call for the referee. Oh! Good?
I don't know why, but the referee's out! No, that referee is nappy nap time.
Yeah,
Isn't this what we have a ringside enforcer for?
well, we're about to find out if the Wild Hog is gonna get involved here. But right now, I give him credit for having the discretion to not be a part of this matchup, to let these two gentlemen play it out. Because even with the referee down, no one's cheated. It's still a very level contest, and when the referee wakes up next Wednesday, I'm sure we can tell him all about it.
Yeah, but this is a precarious position for Titus and Redwood right now, as Titus is put up on the top.
Eric, the straps are down! And you know what that means? Every time the straps come down, somebody gets twice as strong.
The
It's
biggest
science.
little suplex in wrestling!
No way! And the Wild Hog is in position 3! What a show of strength!
It was the biggest little suplex in professional wrestling. Grizzly Redwood just looked at the big dog like he was the biggest tree in the forest and cut him down.
Fans, the Wild Hog does his job, and Grizzly Redwood picks up the win. But hey, it's main event time coming up next, Eric. For the first time ever, an international instant. Penta, el Cero Miedo, contra Alberto, el Patron, dos gran luchadores. And it's next.
In Atlantic City, New Jersey, this is your best to be left. Roll on Titus and It is a first time ever in
in the history of Lucha Libre.
Penta El Miedo, Alberto El Patron. The main event is right now.
Ryan T is your referee. Let's take it to David Adams for the official in-ring introductions.
Formerly known as Pentagon Jr., formerly known as Alberto Del Rio, currently known as Penta El Miedo and Alberto El Patron. You can call them the prides of Mexico City and San Luis Potosi, Mexico, but call them two of the finest wrestlers alive. It is my pleasure to be calling the action with Eric Corbus for this world-class main event. Referee Ryan Torok calls for the bell, and away we go. And Eric, early on, sounds like we got a 50-50 crowd here in Atlantic City. No real home field advantage as far as the fans are concerned.
It's just really awesome to see the respect and admiration of Lucha Libre proud and loud in Atlantic City, New Jersey.
Interesting moment here. El Patron looking for the handshake. And it is rejected. Oh, and El Patron goes immediately to work. Whips off Miedo. The kick to the gut. Into the cover by El Patron. And no.
Miedo sent to the outside, courtesy of Alberto El Patron.
And again, fans have been clamoring the world over for this matchup of Lucha Libre living legends. And SWF Live does it for you first. As Alberto El Patron takes Miedo over the rail to the outside. Oh, Penta reverses and drives El Patron into the table.
This is not how I expected this one to go there, Colin.
No, this is certainly not.
And the thing is, referee Ryan T knows this is the match that people paid their money to see. It is 100% referee's discretion to allow this to take place. How do you think these fans here at Atlantic City would feel if referee Ryan T just disqualified one of these men and they were sent home without a true winner?
Well, I think they'd be okay because they got to sit 10 feet from Paige, Eric. But besides that,
that's only one side of the audience.
That's fair. But I'll tell you what, this all started when Penta refused to shake the hand of El Patron. Oh! He just shook hands with the ring post.
Oh, I think the ring post shook his hand.
Oh.
And then throws it on to the steel steps at ringside and then the guardrail.
This is certainly not the matchup we were anticipating, but it's certainly the one we will take. This action has just gotten heated in a hurry.
And think about what Alberto just did. We know that he is famous for finishing matches with the cross arm breaker, and this is exactly what Alberto wanted. He injured the arm of Penta this early.
This could not have worked out any better for El Patron. And Penta takes it to the outside. El Patron! Oh! Right into that left shoulder. And all of a sudden, Cerro Mierdo. Big leg drop. Brother.
1, 2. Oh no! Kicks out at 1, and Penta realizing his arm wasn't in the best shape, and then averting to his legs for his offense.
In some circles, we call that a victim kick. Now, Alberto El Patron is nobody's victim, but still, that will rattle your spine, Eric Corbus.
Cerro Mierdo takes him to the top rope and unloads.
Boy, oh boy, it is like we fast forward the DVD 5-6 minutes past the feeling out process and got right to just the bulk of the action here. Penta, oh, just a 1 count. And I'll tell you right now, Penta of Cerro Mierdo taking a little bit of exception with referee Ryan Torok's counts, although they have been nothing if not very consistent here in the early going.
Oh, referee Ryan T does not play favorites. He calls it down the middle.
Oh, look at this, crossover breaker!
Only 4 seconds or he would have been disqualified, but has the damage already been done as Alberto ascends to the top rope?
Oh, but Penta! Oh, that side kick. Back elbow from El Patron. Now he eats a back elbow of his own. Both men off the ropes. Double clothesline. And wow, stalemate here in Atlantic City.
These two men just unloaded everything on one another and find themselves at the same level. We are on level playing ground right now, Colin. Both men getting up to their knees, not even waiting to get to their feet before they start unloading on one another again.
You just see the viciousness of these strikes, Eric. You can tell when two men are professional strikers, can you not? You know, with your 16 years experience, when you're in there with a man who knows how to hit you, and hit you so there is an impact. Just like that clothesline from El Patron.
Talk about impact. Alberto unloading with those clotheslines. Tilt-a-well backbreaker!
That is trademark El Patron. 1, 2, and no!
And don't forget, even though he just delivered a backbreaker, the arm of Penta, no worse for wear right now.
That's right, the longer this match goes on, and Del Rio looking for that patented sidekick. This is a move that has pinned the likes of John Cena. Oh, Penta Center M out of the way. Oh, Alberto guards high, gets hit low. Wait a minute. Nice throw.
Oh, no, he rolls straight through. Alberto's out of it. Almost to the gut again.
Oh, drive-by kick.
Oh, the DDT.
DDT.
1, 2.
No.
Alberto El Patron has kicked out of 2 Penta DDTs. DDTs.
I will tell you what, they're not finishers necessarily, but the damage has been done compressing the neck and the upper spine of Alberto El Patron, and right now it looks as though Penta owns AC.
You would never know that he is nursing a little bit of an arm injury right now as Alberto gets up, but Penta doesn't see it coming.
Oh, right to the arm again. Oh, maybe we see a second rope, maybe a top rope.
Oh no, the reverse superplex.
Reverse superplex. Oh, if he hits that, he spiked him. He spiked him, Eric.
Penta might
That's
be
it.
done.
That's
One,
it.
two.
Down to a-
Oh, he gets it.
Oh, that was it.
Penta has set a mierda. I thought his neck was broken.
It might be. That's one of those instant kickouts, Eric Corvus. Well, maybe discretion would have been the better part of valor, but my goodness.
Oh no. Alberto might be tuning up that cross arm breaker.
I'll tell you what, Penta has no idea what's happening.
Here
He's
we
on
go.
Green Street. Wait, no, he ducks out the side. Fireman's carry off. El Patron, cross arm breaker.
He has it.
Does he have it extended?
Not
No,
yet.
he doesn't have it extended yet. Penta rolls through. Wow, Penta avoiding disaster. And now duck under sling blade. Duck under another one. Penta floats into the cover.
1, 2.
No, but
And the quickness of Penta delivering those sling blades, it was almost like lightning.
and could not, because of the bad arm, Penta could not hook a leg, and that may have been the difference between 2 and 3. What a contest here in our main event.
Penta setting Alberto upon the top rope as this crowd with their dueling chants, half of the crowd for Alberto El Patron, the other for Penta.
Oh,
That would have been a little disrespectful.
oh, caught!
Ah, Mexican Destroyers! Mexican Destroyers! 1, 2, 3!
Just when you thought you have seen everything that El Patron has in the bag, man!
The Destroyer from south of the border.
My goodness.
I have never seen him do that in my life.
Well, it's a first time for everything, and if you weren't here at SWF Roll the Dice, you missed it live. Make sure you don't make that mistake again. Get out to your next SW Live pro wrestling event, and you will see a main event the caliber of this. El Patron taken to the sky, and he gets caught. Caught, took a little too long, and now all of a sudden, Penta Cermierdo is in firm control.
This is not a pleasant looking position here, Colin.
No. Oh, big headbutt.
Oh, we've seen this before, Colin. Double
Put
stop!
on world champions. That's gonna do it.
1, 2, 3!
What a match!
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this unforgettable main event, Alberto!
Ladies and gentlemen, Lucha Libre is alive. These two legends just gave us everything, Eric Corvus, and they did it here as Atlantic City gets its first supercard in pro wrestling in a decade. What a night here at SWF.
Alberto El Patron calling for the microphone.
I'll tell you what, Eric, you're a wonderful broadcaster. I'm not so bad myself, but there's no better way to end this night than with the words of Alberto El Patron.
Amigos, I'm gonna switch from English to Spanish because I want the wrestler with no fear here in the ring with me. Pentagon, ven acá, paisano. ¿Dónde chingados está la raza, los latinos? I've been saying this since the first time I saw this guy working in the ring. I met him 2 years ago in Lucha Underground. We were working together. He's still there, working for that company. He's probably his way to the top. Even the shit you have to eat from companies, promoters, all the dark side of pro wrestling that you guys don't know, and you don't even need to know. This guy is doing it all. Staying there with all the talent in the world to go somewhere else, to make it to the top in the big leagues. But he's still there because he believes in pro wrestling. He believes in real wrestling. And he believes in all of you. And fans, not those fans, not those keyboard warriors always talking crap about companies or wrestlers, criticizing everything because they think that they're so tough because they're behind the computer. The real fans are all of you paying a ticket to come support. I was waiting for this day to finally be facing Pentagon in this ring. Because again, like I've been saying since the beginning, Eddie Guerrero passed the torch. The great Eddie Guerrero, give it up, people! The great and only Pentagon Jr. And it doesn't cost the way, and they're breaking me the opportunity to be the Latino representing all of you, and not just the Latino representing real wrestling, because that's what I am. I mean, I'm a real wrestler. So any person comes to the way, bring that to me, and I know the next one you like, because I'm going to be leaving pretty soon. Is Pentagon. I have nothing but respect for you, Penta. You're amazing. You know me, guys. I'm a tough mother. I don't bullshit people. If I don't like you, punch you in the face. I wanna say this past then. I'll punch you in the fucking face. Good luck with everything in your life, good luck with your career, because you're gonna make it. You're gonna be one of the biggest stars, and you're gonna make history in this business. But keep doing what you're doing. Never stop believing who you are, never forget from where you're coming from. Your roots, and never forget about these people. You stay humble, and you don't say yourself in those big corporations, and every time they try to force you to do something that you don't want, you don't like, tell them, go fuck yourself. I'm Pentagon. I'm the man. And I'm the next superstar pro wrestling. Thank you guys. Sorry, my English is not very bad, but I extended for the real. For me, it's one honor. Thank you, promoter, for this match. Thank you guys for coming. This show, for me tonight, is one dream. Thank you, Sir the Real. This is one legend, Lucha Libre Mexicana, the best luchador en la historia de México, the history Mexican.